Welcome back. Taking a look outside. It's going to be hot this week. That's why we do have these heat alerts across central Illinois. You can see the areas there in the darker red that it's extreme heat. Watch, I'm going to step out of frame real quick. Extreme heat warnings there for the St. Louis area, and then heat advisories for the areas there in the orange. So again, it is going to be a hot week here. And you're probably thinking, well, today it's not supposed to be so warm, Adam. Only in the upper 80s, right? Yes, but this is kind of a precursor. If you think today is going to be hot, tomorrow is going to be worse. Into the 90s we go for the next few days. 94 on Wednesday, 95 on Thursday, 92 on Friday. We cool things down a little bit there by Saturday and Sunday, if you want to call it cooler, but it is going to cool down a little bit here heading into the weekend. That muggy meter is still going to be pretty rough out there across the region. Look at those dew points there, getting pretty toasty at times, cooling down briefly for Friday, but we're staying between the miserable and disgusting range, between basically 70 to almost 80 for our dew points throughout the next couple of days, and that is not a fun dew point to be a part of. Remember, you add those air temperatures, you figure in the heat index values, or the relative humidity, and the heat index values are going to be, well, not fun, into the triple digits here. 101 in Champaign, 110 in Decatur, 110 in Taylorville, and 109 in Springfield. And those heat index values are going to get really bad by Wednesday, Thursday, and even by Friday. Again, above 100 here, so it's going to feel a lot hotter than it really is across the region, even into Saturday, and possibly by Sunday into Monday too. So we have a long stretch of just hot, humid conditions out here. Just remember the heat safety tips. I'm going to step out of frame again here, and you can see that this is kind of the list you need to keep in the back of your mind as you move through the next few days. Watch for heat stroke, wear light clothing, limit strenuous activity, and then watch for heat cramps, exhaustion, and check in on friends and neighbors too as well. Again, heat safety tips when it comes to heat stroke versus heat exhaustion here. There are some similarities, but they are very different how you approach them to try and take care of them. Heat cramps versus heat exhaustion versus heat stroke. Well, there you go. The differences. When it comes to heat stroke, call 911. Future track showing that we do have maybe a stray thunderstorm or two, but the primary forecast that we need to really think in the back of our minds that this is the big story here is going to be how hot and humid it's going to be the next few days. Again, stray thunderstorm possible for today or for tomorrow here. We have a better chance for storms later on in the 7-day forecast. 88, morning fog, getting toasty out there. Here's our heat index values for the next 12 hours, only into the 90s for today, but it'll be in the triple digits as we go into tomorrow here. Here's the 7-day forecast, more scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. More on your forecast coming up soon.